Thanks, Frank. One second. You know what's coming. You know the AI girl is coming.
Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago.
All right. Hello, everybody, and thank you, Brother Frank. Kicking off the evening. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I just saw the donation to the channel. You made this whole, brother. This channel wouldn't even exist without you. So I want to say thank you once again. Where's your video? There's your video. One more time for Brother Frank. Hey, are you ready? Are you ready to do this XLT? Go to XLT this year. So that's one of the things I got on the list. Is to do the XLT visit. Well, as you've heard from the IG girl, the internet girl, my name is Mike Reed. And I am here to tell you about all things relevant to you in the commercial appliance industry. So let me get... earlier, I was at a new store that's on its way to getting open. I had to finish the ice machine. I had to finish the deep fryers. And now the heat is on. The store owner is, he wants to get employees in there. So now I'll be spending, I'd say I'll be spending the next week and a half on going to that location probably every day or every other day to get that location up and running. Let's see here. Let me get some other screens going. All right. What I'm doing with this broadcast right here is I want to get you guys in the mindset of planning out your entire year. What do you have to get done for the year? If you're doing ice machines, you got to go to the training classes each and every year, which means you got to go to the Hoshizaki class each and every year. You got to go to the Manitowoc class each and every year. Those of you that are on the Isomatic side, you already know you got to do the Isomatic once a year. Scotsman not so much. Scotsman is rolling out some new updated equipment, but once you go to one or two Scotsman classes, you're pretty much pretty good on that one. But Hoshizaki, you got to do that every year. The reason why you have to do this is because you got to stay current. It's no different than in the automotive world where you have, technicians and they have to go and get certified each and every year, and that's how it is in this field. You don't have to do that when it comes to the dishwashers. You don't have to do that when it comes to the ovens, but it is that way when it comes to ice machines. So I want to thank everybody that's here so far. That is Brother Frank, Top 10 Products, and everybody else that's here. I do appreciate all you guys tuning in every time I go live. going back and forth on IG and making sure everything is there. So let's show you. Oh, damn, it's on the screen. I'm sorry. You also need to hit these conventions. Make sure my such as this one. So this is RIFMA. Oh, damn, wrong way. So this is RIFMA. You're gonna want it. You're gonna want to go to excuse me, to these different conventions. So RFMA, Restaurant Facilities Management Association. Let me see where they're going to be at 2025. Now, this is the annual conference. This is one of the few events that you're going to be able to go to where you can pick up business. This is an event where you pick up business. So, Vegas. Oh, okay, so that's coming up. More than likely, I'll probably go to this one because my wife loves Vegas. So February 11th through the 13th, Mandalay Bay. So it's actually pretty decent. Mandalay Bay's prices are not that high, but you can always go and stay at the links and then take the tram back and forth. So, like they say, this is a jackpot of facilities networking. So, this is the type of place where you can go at and you can actually meet with these organizations these companies that are taking care of office buildings, retirement homes, different university satellite campuses, that type of thing. Daycares, grocery stores. This is where these guys congregate. Oh, shoot, didn't want to do that. Sorry about that. Didn't want to do that. I'm operating in an area I normally am not. So bear with me on this. So Vegas. Now, let's say, do they have some other stuff? So restaurant facility professionals from coast to coast, they're going to go over how to better do your job. Like I was talking with my last stream with the contractor, what chemicals to use, what networks to get into as far as how to get yourself known with all these people in your market. So this is definitely a good one to go to. So if you are on the West Coast or if you're going through Vegas, this is definitely one to go to. See, Kson is going to be there. Let me see who else. So Kson, Linux for all you HVAC guys. Let me see who else is going to be there. Oh, TNS. That is those are sinks and faucets. Tech 24, which is a service provider. They're going to be there. Let's see who else is here. 86 Repairs. I don't know who that is. A.O. Smith. That's your tankless water heaters. That's your tank water heaters. Ariston. Okay. Ariston. They're actually in some hot water heaters as well. Oh, Branded Group. I've told you guys, if you're interested in Branded Group. So this allows you to get face-to-face with the people that I'm giving you names, phone numbers, and email addresses to. So Branded Group is going to be there. Oh, okay. And then this is Bradley. That is a Watts company. I've given you guys information to Watts. If you like, I have a referral. Oh, Bridalwood. Bridalwood. That is, I think they're doing, I believe they're outsourcing for retirement homes. Bridalwood. Let's check them out. Bridalwood Facilities. I think, oh, chain services. All right, so chain services is going to be there. I've given you guys chain store maintenance. So I've given you information to chain store maintenance. I think we've actually talked about these guys at least once. There's Eco. Oh yeah, EcoTrack is going to be there. Service Channel is going to be there. I don't know who Corrigo is. I think I've heard of them. Facility Source. I don't know who they are at all. So Bridalwood Facility Services. They are looking for, yes, restaurant equipment techs. All you guys that do HVAC or even doing the refrigeration, there you go. So I looked into them a year ago, maybe even two. And then they have their own system for signing in. There it is. They take care of different chains, grocery stores, and in the malls. I forgot they take care of some locations at malls. I don't know what the hell they would have tech support for. All right, so that's just one of the companies that's going to be there. I already told you, Branded Group is going to be there, so you guys can get yourself face to face with these people. You can get a face to face meeting with Chain Store Solutions. Yo, Mr. Hicks, what's the word? Thanks for being here. So this is just one. Naj on IG and Mother Mary. What is up? So Rhythma is one of those events that I tell you guys that you should actually travel for. There is chain store maintenance. There we go. Here we go, chain store maintenance. So I've talked about them only briefly. There's only so much time, but this is one of those companies. They have a lot of clients. They have an automated system. You log in, and you're able to document your work and get paid according to the miles and all that goes. Yeah, see, KinderCare. KinderCare, Aldi's. We talked about Aldi's before. You guys wanted to know how to get into Aldi's. Well, here you go. Everybody has a little something to do with the Starbucks deal as far as trying to get that espresso machine working. It's not for the entry level tech. I'll just say that. So there it is. I've done some videos with me at Walgreens and at CVS. And this is one of those things. So Vegas, Mandalay Bay, not November, I'm sorry. Yeah, February 11th through the 13th. So this is definitely an event that you would want to go to. If you miss it, they do these things annually. Let me see if they have let's see what's on their event calendar. But this is an annual thing. Oh, Learn to Trade, what's happening, brother? Yeah, hey, happy holidays to you and yours, brother. Happy New Year's. I'm just letting everybody know, hey, this is one of those things that you would want to travel for. Everybody always asks me, hey, what do I travel for? This is one of the events that you travel for. Let me see if this is a regional. So this is January 2025. So it's just Rhythma Online. Let me drop this in the link. Let me drop the link, should I say. And hold on. Let me do an invite. Because this is going to be a short one. There's the link. If anybody wants to come up on IG, there you go. There's the link. If anybody wants to step up and get interactive. All right, so they just have some webinars. It's something you're gonna actually want to just look into. But February, why is everybody choosing February? This things really heat up this time of the year. Why? Because it can be a slower time of the year. Airfare is less, hotel stay is less, to book these convention spaces is less. So you're gonna face these type of up and coming events. Now, let's see here. You got ISSA, which is one of my favorite ones. The Clean Show, ISSA Clean Show, that should be coming up. I actually think that is actually coming up in January. They normally do an event in January. Now, what is ISSA? ISSA is a show that is oh not yet. ISSA is a show that focuses more on the individual components of taking care of these different facilities. If you are doing anything more than just actually servicing the equipment, if you're getting more into facilities management, this is an event for you. If you are on the dishwasher side like I am, this is a show for you. If you're into commercial laundry, this is a show for you. This is one of the shows that you're actually going to get in, and you'll be in front of CMA. You'll be in front of Jackson. You'll be in front of American Dish. You'll be able to talk with them. They can go through the different line of product that they have, and any how should we say needs that they might have in your particular market. These guys know their markets inside and out, and they know who needs a little more attention and care. Untamed Kango, what is up? Happy New Year to you, brother. So ISSA show is one of my favorites. It's a show. Oh, Maiko is going to be there. Okay, so here we go. This is the calendar. That's what I wanted. Oh, let's see here. January 16th. Okay, the technician program. No. Let's see here. Trade show. November. Oh, I'm just gonna have to. Let me see. I'm probably gonna have to Google this thing. Give me 1 second. Clean show 2025. Now they will have regional shows. You only need to really go to the show closest to you. So I believe they have one major show, and then they have some regional stuff. So as you see, if you are on the side where I am and you're taking care of locations, dish machines, the companies that supply the chemicals are going to be there. Dawn is going to be there, which is you're going to have Johnson and Johnson, and all their products are going to be there. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, those large chemical companies are leasing equipment out, and they don't have technicians. So they're leasing this equipment out, and the best way to get yourself known is to go out there. Gunmetal Guy, what's up? Is to go out there and meet with CMA, meet with American Dish, meet with Jackson. Oh, see, they still haven't put up the 2025 schedule. Oh, they're behind, and it says 2025, but they don't have it up there. Let me see where it was last year. See, you're going to be notified when the 2025 schedule is released. Just to give you some inside baseball, they haven't booked the place yet. So they're more than likely they are shopping around for a location, because these are huge places. So here it is, Dial. So Dial is a sponsor, Diversey Chemical is a sponsor, and Diversey has their own people. That chemical company has their own people, but Dial does not. And Dial is renting, well, they're putting out Jackson machines. And then you're able to go out there and actually do the work for them and pick up the rest of the facility. So your universities, your retirement homes. So that's why I find a lot of these units, especially in the retirement homes, because they won't buy the equipment. They'll leave the repair up to someone else. So when they lease this stuff, it then becomes the responsibility of whoever's providing the equipment, and that who has to service it. So Spartan. So this is one of my suppliers right here, is Spartan. Clorox is going to be there. And when you go to these different shows, they will go over the leasing process, how you're going to lease this stuff, and just you get to shake hands with the movers and shakers. So unfortunately, there is no date yet. I'll keep you guys updated. This is one of my favorite shows. Like I said before, this is one of the shows where you get to meet face to face with not only the manufacturer but these suppliers, the Diversey, Dawn, and a whole host of other people that are putting equipment out there. So let's go. Let me see what's next. Now you have pizza shows and whatnot that pop up. You have coffee shows that pop up. Those aren't really. Those are only going to benefit you in way of educating you as to how your client is using it, what type of equipment is being pushed to your client, that kind of thing. Let's see here. North American manufacturers. All right, you do have a show where all the commercial equipment. Oh, NAFM. Yeah, so that's NAFM. All right, let me go back to, that's not Rithma, that's NAFM. Now, this is not one of the shows that I suggested you rush out to. This is in Atlanta. This is just going to educate you on the expectations that your clients have with this equipment. You get to see, this is truly a sales event. You get to see what your client is being sold. You get to see what they're expecting the equipment to do. So this is February 26th through the 28th, 2025. The people that are manning the booth, those are sales reps. Most times these are companies that are marketing reps. They're not even the manufacturer's reps. They're marketing reps. They have absolutely nothing to do with the product other than they put very attractive women with a script, and then they have them talk to all the passerby, and they'll take their information down, and then the manufacturer's reps will then contact people. There will be at least one person from the factory at the main booth. There's so much There's been so much M&A, mergers and acquisition, that you will see 5 or 6 booths, but it's all really just one company. So you'll have at least one person floating around between those booths actually from the factory. They might not have time to talk to you when you first come across them. The reason why they have at least one person there is to answer the technical questions that potential customers might have. These are people from mid-sized to large chains. McDonald's has their own show. I believe Burger King has their own show as well. And let me get into that too. So this is NAFEM February 26th through 28th of 2025. Just something to educate you on the business. Do not think that you're going to go and pick up clientele. The likeliness of you picking up a client is a manufacturer is very slim. You will definitely get some information. They might give you an email, they might take your email, but these people are not there to talk to technicians. They are there to talk to potential customers. They want the Mod Pizzas of the world to come to their booth and buy their equipment. They want Golden Chick. They want Chipotle, to go to their booth, and they want them to get fully educated on what they have to offer and how what they're offering is better than what they're currently using. And when you come up there, that's not what they're interested in. That's not what they're really there to do. So just be aware. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. So just be aware. They're not going to be too excited to see you or to talk to you. If you do catch somebody that has a little bit of time, knock yourself out. But if you're in this area around Atlanta, it wouldn't be bad to go and swing by and see all the different products, what they're doing with them. It'd be eye-opening for you, especially if you're coming from the residential world. Now, let me see here. 2025. Let me see here. Let's see here. So, let's see if I can. Every now and then, I stumble across the different events. Here we go. Events and presentations for McDonald's. They are regional. You're going to have to go and look for them. So McDonald's has one in every region. I've never been to one, but the people that are there are all owners of McDonald's franchises. And so when you go to your local McDonald's equipment show, let's see if we could find it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Just remind me about it later. We'll try to find this thing. So here we go. Multi-unit food service equipment symposium. That one is going to be this one is going to be, January 27th. All right, hold on one second. Building it as we fly it. Let's see here. All right, so MUFES 2025. I don't want the report. Florida. There we go. Got it. Are you with me? Put a 1 in the chat if you are with me right now. Let me know what your questions are, what you're thinking about. Like I said, this is to prepare you for 2025. These are the things that you would actually travel for. And then we're going to talk about, XLT and some of that other stuff. All right, Brother Frank. Brother Frank is there with us. So here it is, the MUFES show. Once again, this is all this beginning of the year. So I'm telling you guys about this stuff. They don't really put this out that far in advance. As you see, the ISSA Clean show isn't even out. So the 27th through the 29th, Clearwater Beach, Florida. Oh, let's see what they want with registering. So one-of-a-kind event. So once again, the manufacturers are going to be there. And they're looking for, for the restaurants that are trying to get new equipment and non-commercial, multi-unit restaurant brands and non-commercial facilities. So this actually attracts people nationwide. Restaurant owners, as you can see, these are all the people that they expect to show up. Food service for your daycares, your Primrose, there's so many of those damn schools. Yeah, hit the subscribe and like. State of the industry. So you're not going to go booth to booth and find people. This is a situation where you're going to actually run into people in the crowd. So you're going to look at your name, at the name tags of people, and they're going to be looking at yours. It is going to be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Why? Because if you're in Vegas, you're over there, interacting with people from Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, Houston, Detroit, Oregon. So this is just one of those. It's just one of those things where you gotta throw yourself into this. So as you see, Dickey's Barbecue. She's gonna be there. Dickey Barbecue is on the down stroke right now. So you have a lot of restaurant owners there. Manufacturers are going to be there. Just all these different places where you're going to smooze. So yeah, TCBY yogurt is still in existence. Mrs. Fields. So you're able to get a hold of people from Famous Brands International is going to be there. Let me show you who they are. So this is Famous Brands. So this is something I'm trying to expose you to if you're already experienced, you've already been through a lot of this training, you're looking for new clientele. Oh, damn, Famous Brands went down to just 2? They used to have more brands than just 2. Huh. Anyway, so Mrs. Fields are in all these malls, indoor, outdoor. They're, let me see how many. I thought so. All right, so they're in US, Canada, Hong Kong, Bahamas, Taiwan. And you never know when some other venture capitalist is going to come in and try and reinvigorate the brand. So for right now, it's down to Mrs. Fields and TCBY yogurt. But different chains like this are moving through the crowd in this get together. So this is one of the different events that is actually worth going to. It's not like the pizza show. It's not like the sandwich show. It's not like the sweets show. This is dedicated to your potential clientele. So that woman that I showed you, this is the chain of restaurants that she is the CEO over. It is a nationwide chain. It's a chain that I overlook. Right now, they're having some issues. I believe they're closing about 500 locations nationwide. So that is just an opportunity for you to get in. Dickey's Barbecue Locations, USA. Yeah, so see, I have a number of them here. I think we have some about 15 or 20 of them in Houston. Yeah, this is just their Texas locations alone. Okay, I see. Oh no, Tyler is Texas. Wichita Falls is Texas. All right. Let me see here. Search by state. Well, let me do well, since we got a couple of people going to Louisiana. 13 locations in Louisiana. Baton Rouge, two in Lake Charles, Shreveport, Covington, and I don't see Slidell. Slidell is south. Lafayette, Shreveport is north. Metairie is south. And let's see if we can find something in New York State. New York. So New York has 4. So even New York. So Scarsdale, there you go. Baldwin Hills, Buffalo, New York, upstate Buffalo. I don't know Norwich. Maybe y'all could chime in on Norwich. So okay. So that is way out in the country. All right, damn near by Rochester. Okay, so I think they said what, Rochester and what did they say? Oh no, they didn't. Okay, so Buffalo. So anyway, there's opportunity for each and every one of you with something like Dickey's. The CEO is going to be there, and of course, the rest of her staff is going to be there. The rest of her staff is going to be there. So Oregon has 3. There is opportunity anytime you have a restaurant chain is in flux. The large service provider is gonna go run for more solid ground, shall we say. So that's something that is. So here she is. Where's she at? So here she is, the CEO of Dickey's Barbecue. Let's see who else is here. But you're gonna okay. Dine Brands is there. All right, Dine Brands. So, like I said, it is something that you would. Here's our brands. So, Dine Brands. You know Dine Brands as Applebee's. So this gets you in front of Applebee's, IHOP, and I don't know what the one is with the damn shark. Eating good in the neighborhood. You don't have the opportunity to meet face to face with these people at the at the pizza show, at these other shows. They are not there like that. As you can see, they are here at this particular show. This one is in Florida. I've shown you the date. So Fuzzy's Taco. Okay. So that's what the thing is. So we have Fuzzy Taco. We have Fuzzy Taco. IHOP. We have IHOP. IHOP is on the down slope. But this gets you in front of them. This lets you get a hold of some people. They can then give you contacts. Just like I give you names, email addresses, phone numbers. These people will be able to do that and more. So they will immediately be able to address if your services are needed in their, in the market that you're operating in. And currently, I don't know of anybody who is watching my content that has, what the hell is this? That has a number of technicians. If you do, let yourself be known, and I will make sure I can address that type of thing for multi technician. Okay, all right, Mr. Hicks, you got a number of people. So as you see, you got Dine Brands. They are specifically looking for, they're not looking for one-man shows. They are looking for multiple techs working for a particular company. So if you have at least 2 or more, you will get their ear. Someone like me that just walks up and says, "Oh, I do this and do that," they're not too interested in that because they want response time. When you have multiple technicians, that means you can deliver a response time. But if I'm working on a walk-in, if I'm working like I did my video earlier today, and I'm putting together an ice machine with a remote, and then I also have to work on the deep fryers, I can't give Applebee's the response time that they're looking for. That damn ice machine goes down, they want somebody there within a couple of hours. They don't want to hear, "Okay, I'll be there tomorrow," or "I'll come, I'll come later on tonight." Well, damn, they're gonna miss dinner service by then. So these are, oh sure, brother Frank, I thank you. So these are some things that they are looking for. When you go back to, what the hell were we talking about? Even with this, you're going to have the operator. So if you have, okay, see, now remember, this is the one I'm talking about. This is the MUFES show. This restaurant magazine, I often give you articles from this magazine. They're the one that is sponsoring this. This is their event, the MUFES 2025 in January. You see the sponsors. Sorry if anybody has any. These are the people backing it. Frymaster, Hoshizaki, Mirko. Mirko's under Frymaster. Rationale. Oh God, my stomach hurts just even saying it. Oh God, the Illinois Tool Works, Circus, Hobart, Baxter, Charleston, Vulcan, Wolf, Burkle, Sterol, Stomat, Gaylord, and Kyrac. Let me show you freaking Kyrac. Let me show you some Kyrac. Kyrac is not my favorite. I have to make sure I don't show you any inappropriate pictures, because I'm very bad on that one. All right, let me show you. Let me switch screens. Oh, good. So this is Kyrac. This is at my local. Sorry. You know what? I'm gonna have to shoot. I'm gonna have to take the damn green screen off. Yeah, let me take the green screen off. Let me see what I can do. Sorry, hold on one second. Let me take the damn green screen off. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm not in my usual spot. Not in the usual spot. I've been kicked out. Of my usual location. So anyway, this is what Kyrac looks like at my local grocery store. See what that is right there. So this is in the meat department. And this is a Kyrac unit. Now they have self-contained units and they have remotes. So that's what, and this unit has been this way for, I want to say, a good 3 months at least. It's like the third or fourth time they worked on this damn thing. Uh-oh, I faded myself out. All right. I'm not working on this. It's an HEB. I don't have any accounts with that. Sorry about that. I am. Oh, good. There we go. Building it as we fly it. So once again, these are all the sponsors. Illinois Toolworks. They are a sponsor of that show. Here's the Well Built, which they had to spin off. Oh man, they had to spin off Manitowoc. So this is what's left. So now Isomatic, Electro-Freeze, Scotsman, Multiplex, all this stuff is under the same umbrella now. I'm surprised Magic Chef is. I mean, Mary. This is gonna have to be a short show. I am. Jay Cool, what? Junior Cool, what's happening? Brother Frank. All right, so Frank has a question here, and that question is, Brother Frank says, why don't they just replace it? We all know they'll charge it to their customers. Yeah, but it's not about that. It's not about that. If they change it, then the unit is going to be down, isn't it? If they change it, that's going to take a certain amount of time. If they change it, that means they're going to have to. That's a relatively new unit, and it's just a shortage. So they've got a leak somewhere. This is a new unit. This is a new unit. My HEB was just redone. So you got to realize that this is all being done by number crunchers. They factor in when they change equipment, and this equipment is too new to be changed. I said it. All right. So I said it's been like that for at least 3 months, maybe even 4, because the store was redone. This is the same store where I was showing you guys. Well, I wanted to show you guys that there were like 30 Hossman guys out front. So my store just got a whole new revamp. They, it just got a whole new revamp, whole new front exterior. They redid the interior, moved all the shelves. They dedicated a portion of the store for online orders. All right. So no, this has all been redone. This is all new. I got the serial number on this thing. Let's see here. Can't read it. I can't read it, but it is, like I said, I'm willing to bet that this thing is only about a year and a half old. So that is one of their issues. That's all something done internally. This is what you're going to find with these large companies. They're not like dealing with a mom and pop organization. They are, so many other people are involved in what happens. Man, my screen is just all crazy. So many other people are involved in this. You can't. First of all you can do is, when you're in this situation, all you can do is is put it in. You go into the portal and you put it in. So this is a Chirac. This isn't being taken care of by Hossman. Hossman has their own. They have their own equipment. So this is something that the HEB guys are responsible for, and they got their own thing. There are already so many existing locations with old equipment, and more than likely, those guys are over there redoing stores because they're constantly building new stores and constantly updating existing locations. So let me go. Damn it. Let me go back to this thing. Now, what I wanted to, what was that other show? Hold on 1 second. Let me type this thing in. The other show was Rithma. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Sorry. So, what was that question from earlier? Ooh, man, don't even get me say Uchi Coochie, whatever the hell that name is that you got, brother. Besides, oh yeah, Mr. Hicks. So Mr. Hicks was asking. So, like I said before, the Restaurant Facility Management Association, Rithma. This is the one that is. They're really going to be after you if you have more than one technician. This is not going to rule you out if you are a one-man show. This is not going to rule you out. But Rithma, I only talk about Rithma basically once or twice a year. But this is the one where, let me go back. Let me see about their events. This is the one where Branded Group and all those guys are going to be there. So this is, out of all the shows, this is one that you definitely want to go to. This is January, where is this, 14th? This is the one that's in Vegas. No, I don't want member orientation. They make these things so freaking difficult to use. Annual conference, we'll go with that. So this is the one that is February 11th through 13th in Vegas. This is one of those events to go to if you're looking to pick up a nice size clientele, lots of steady work. This is the event, the RFMA convention. What's the name talks about this show all the time. That is, and he has his own convention. I am so sorry. I've been following him for years, damn near 10 years. Jesse Sanchez, what's happening on IG? That would be Rich Maliki. So Rich Maliki goes to this show religiously. He goes to this show every year. And I agree with him. This is the show that you definitely need to go to. This one and this show. Now, this is the difference between the two shows. The MUFES show is going to require you to actually interact with the crowd in order to get your client, your future client. Rithma show, Rithma is set up and designed where these people are already going to be in a booth. So Branded Group is going to sit there at a booth actively looking to interact with you. That's the difference between the two. The Dickies barbecue people are going to just be in the crowd, walking around, going to different things and hosting and doing speeches. And you're going to have to actually go up to them and introduce yourself and do that. And you're going to have to spend a lot of time reading ID cards. Rithma is set up where you're just going to go from booth to booth, collecting information, talking to these people, and trying to find a facilities management company that is going to be a good fit. That's going to have clientele that is going to be a good fit for you. Sometimes when there are daycares and things like that, they don't want you there during the day. They don't want you there when the kids are there. They're only going to want you there in the evening when there's no staff, there's no children there. If they're lighthouse and all that kind of stuff, and they have these really small kids, they don't want a lot of noise. The kids might be at nap time, all kind of stuff. You get the idea. So Rithma over the other one, but still something to keep your eye on. Now, I'm going to jump on over to XLT. I'm going to talk about XLT quite a bit. So XLT is the manufacturer that is hosting. I think it's been enough time has gone by since the first wave of people that I've sent on over to XLT. I've given them this information. They've got the training. Hopefully they've gone out in the field and acquired some clientele. Hopefully. So now it's time to tell you guys again. XLT is giving you training. You have to travel to their facility. They don't have any set times. They don't have any set dates. So you must contact them, and then they will set up dates. They're going to put people together that are interested. Let me see if I can do this. They're going to put people together that are interested and do this training. So it's nothing that's set. You need to contact them, plan on it. They will let you know in more than enough time. But if you go ahead and contact XLT Ovens, they will put together a training class. It's a 2-day training class. They'll teach you how to move the ovens, how to stack the ovens, which is something that is really needed. Why is that something that's needed? Well, you have restaurants that are upsizing. You have restaurants that are downsizing. You have restaurants that do stupid stuff, like they'll take old ovens. They'll take an older XLT out of a high-performing location, and they'll put it in the new location. Now, that's okay if you're going to put a new XLT oven with one of the older XLT ovens in the new location. That's fine. But overloading a new location with 2 old ovens is a recipe for disaster, and more locations do this than you would believe. And then they wonder why the new locations don't make it. You know, they don't set the location up for any chance at success. You know, giving it 2 broke down ovens is not cool. That ain't cool. 1 old, 1 new, I could live with that. Because guess what? You're going to be running over to that new location all the time to fix not the new one, but the one that is 20 years old, guaranteed. And then the manager at the new place is always going to be pissed that your repair bills is hitting his bottom line, and he shouldn't be hit with repairs on a brand new location. You know, that's not in the budget because it's a brand new location. So anyway, so here's their service videos, XLT. Let me see if what Lincoln Lincoln actually will have training classes around the country. I don't know about Canada. I don't know about Mexico. All right. I don't know. But every few years, the service department will go out in the field and do training. I've been to the training. So they've trained me on Lincoln. They've trained me on Merrychef. That's typically what happens with their training sessions. So let's see what they got. I don't see anything. If something pops up, I will definitely let you know. Lincoln is one of the top brands. And when you're in this business, you kind of take sides. Maybe you do all units that are very similar. So Lincoln is similar to XLT, which is similar to Extreme. Is it Extreme or is it Excel? I think it's Extreme. They're all basically the same oven. And then you got your Turbo Chef, which is slightly different. Turbo Chef hasn't done any training for a while, so I don't see any training with Lincoln, unfortunately. All right, Brother Frank says, "Hey Mike, you think you will be after the first before they start reaching out?" Yeah, it'll probably be after the. Who knows? I mean, I can't speak to what somebody else has got going on with vacation and um, leave and all that. But if you contact them, they'll let you know, because it's not based on you. They're gonna put you together with a couple other people. So whenever they get a couple of people like you and me, they would do a class with just the two of us. So they will do a class with as few as two people, but they need to get at least two people together, and you do a factory tour. Now you're not gonna do a factory tour at Lincoln, because when they do their classes, they will go around the country, primarily going to their largest service providers, your Tech 24, your Commercial Kitchen, that kind of thing. And wherever they have a warehouse, they'll do that, and then they'll allow a couple other service providers to attend. It's usually a very small affair, and it's quite hands-on. I will say that the Lincoln class is pretty much hands-on. All right. Now you do have we have an Italian oven. What the hell is Extreme? We have there it is. It's called Edge. So Edge hasn't told me about any training that they're doing, but as you can see from this, the placement of the controls and everything else, the box, the construction, everything it's 95% similar to XLT. It's 95% similar to Lincoln, of the same style. Why is that? It is that way because employees left one manufacturer, went to another, and then left the other manufacturer, went and started this. Same story with fryers, same story with dishwashers. So as you can see here, not XLT, I almost did it again. Because their ovens are so similar to the other two, it is an option with Marcos, Domino's, Little Caesars, Papa John's. Training with XLT, training with XLT is going to open the doors to the rest of these. You will just typically have more brand loyalty to those who have trained you versus the other ones. That is just the way it is. So Gaddy's Pizza tried to make a comeback. It's having some problems here. But as you see, so you learn XLT, you're gonna learn how to work on the ones at Papa John's, how to work on the ones at Marcos, Domino's, and Little Caesars. Now, I wanted to get into some of the tunnel oven pizzas. I mean, some of the tunnel oven units, and that was actually before that poor girl got cooked alive at that Walmart. Let's see here, but yeah, you guys know the story. So of course you're gonna do your Hoshizaki. You're gonna do your Hoshizaki, that training. So the dates are out. Let's see here in support training. Yeah, so the dates are out. Of course, Texas is first, then Mississippi, more Louisiana, right? And they're going to work their way around the nation. So they're going to go the way of the black migration. They're going to go, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and then they're shooting up to Chicago. So they're doing Chicago, they're doing Milwaukee, right? What's old is new again. Then they're doing Iowa. And you'll see, so they're moving in this circle. They're taking care of the Midwest first. And then all this stuff is Midwest. They're taking care of all this Midwest. So just know we're gonna be covering these dates. So as you can see here, the Midwest is first. A lot of you have attended the Scotsman. My advice is to attend these. You're going to want to do these training classes several times. Your first time, you're going to be lost. Let's see here, Manitowoc. And Manitowoc. So I'm not aware of what Manitowoc is doing. I have seen that, using this service locator, they are, adding more service providers to their list. Some of you have mentioned that. They had a system where they were going down to only 1 or 2 service providers per market. And it looks like now they are backtracking on that. But here you see, this is for Chicago. You got your usual suspects. You have RSI. RSI is here. You have Easy Ice. Easy Ice is here. Easy Ice is nationwide. Temperature Engineering, I don't know who they are. And you have Royal Refrigeration. I don't know who they are. But the other two, other two have a nationwide footprint. So yes, you want to go to class and you want to get entered into the system. So let's see what they got going on. And the only way you're going to get entered into the system is if you attend class. The only way you're going to stay on the list. Oh, nice. So this is evident of what's happening. This is my old zip code. This is what's going on with Manitowoc. So Brother Frank had told me, that they're adding people to the list when they go to class. So I am definitely going to class. So these are mom and pops with their Gmail account. Coastline Cooling, not so much. Smithco Services, not so much. They're West Palm Beach. Yeah, I'm from Mr. Ice. Let's see, you got some regular old Gmail accounts. Gmail, AOL. So you have some mom and pop Gmail. You got some mom and pop situations. Go to class. Get signed up. And it was all right. So he was talking about. I thought you were talking about what's the name? Manitowoc, but Manitowoc is adding people to the list. XLT, yes. If you go to XLT, they are definitely going to put you on a list. It's when it comes to pizza ovens, you don't even really need to be on the list. You just have to get your ass out there and let these people know you exist. The mom and pops don't really call the manufacturer. The chain stores call the manufacturer. They definitely will call your Marcos and all that kind of stuff. They're going to call the manufacturer and ask them who's in their area. So we Scotsman. So you have these other large ovens like LBC. I am doing more to get a hold of these people to find out more about when they have training classes. So LBC, they're doing nothing but cakes. This is what they're doing: proofers, ovens, retarders. They are based out there in okay, so they're over there in Washington. Most of these people have classes at their main facility. I have just not gotten through to them yet to ask them. I do know on the East Coast, you do have. Let's see here what they got. I do know on the East Coast you have like not Reed ovens, but they have another one that they're having. They have classes at least once or twice a year. But this is something that you really need to reach out to. And there are, regular maintenance can lead to a longer life. These things need a lot of maintenance. They need, whether they're electric or gas, they need a lot of maintenance. So lots of, this is how you contact their different people in your market, and you're gonna want to get on their radar. So you're gonna want to call these people. If you're in these markets, you're gonna want to call these people. Let them know that you exist. Let them know that you are interested in a class in their market, because they're often sponsoring different classes. They will often have classes for their they will often have classes for their clientele as well. Wait a second, let me take myself off of this freaking screen. If I can get this thing bigger. All right. Any questions so far that you guys have for me? BK Baby, what is up? And bet on, I can't even say the rest of that. So I just wanted to let you guys know about these large events that are coming up. ISSA. Let me see if I did that one already. Yeah, we'll do that. Rhythma. Now I showed you about Rhythma. And then MUFES. Let's not forget about ISSA. Oh, that's shit. So this is the ISSA Clean Show, Mandalay Bay. This is where you get to meet up with a lot of different suppliers. This is about equipment if you're doing facilities management. Man, I can't even get that thing off the... Yeah, they got a show guide, tell you everyone who's there. It's an opportunity to meet with a lot of different manufacturers. And I even think some laundry. Let's see who's exhibiting. Let's see here. Oh, they don't have anything yet. They don't have anything set up yet. Oh, I was looking for information on this. Now, if you're already servicing some of these people, like I actually, let's see here. Oh, I can't find anything. Show partners. I actually buy from a number of people who are exhibiting at this show. So I just let my vendors know, hey, look, I'm looking to go. And I don't even have to pay. I've never had to pay to attend the ISSA show. So they usually have at least 20 or 30 passes that they can hand out to their clients. And they never use them all. So it's rarely would you get pushback if you ask for a a pass to go. Oh, Facilities Net is going to be there. So Facilities Net is let me see. Hey, help me out here. Did I talk about NFMT? I don't think I did. There are so many different conventions. All right, NFMT 2025. Oh, I did talk about this earlier. So this is the one that's going to be in Baltimore. I'm glad I caught this before I got off of here. So this is more of the same. This is going to be in March. So I wish all of you a happy Uh-oh. Oh, no sound? Oh no. Sorry. You know what? I'm a All right. So you can sorry about that. You couldn't hear it. But it's more of the same. It's more of the same where you're going to be face to face with different suppliers to help you get these different clientele to be more effective. So this is one to help you become better. This isn't one that is all about you getting new clientele. So where to get the equipment when you need it. So ARC Facilities is going to be there. Let's see here. All American. So there are opportunities. I wouldn't, if you're in this region, you could swing by and then you can link up with these different management companies. There are over 1,000 of these different facility managing companies. That's why people ask me, oh, who's this and who's that? This is not residential. Residential, you've got like 40, you got like 30 or 40 different companies. You have over 1,000 on the commercial side, over 1,000. So this is something different. This is something different than what you're used to on the residential side. See, so they will handle what we deal with, but it's so small. What we do is so small. They lump it in with so many other things like HVAC services. So they lump it in with other things. Say 48 states. Yeah, 1,785 customers. See, chillers, ice machines. See, they group ice machines with HVAC. So, and that includes the cleaning. So if you want to do cleaning and there are, they're taking care of 15 or 20 different facilities in your market. They're not all the same customer, but they're using this company to do their facilities management. These companies have their own marketing team, and they're going out and they're hitting these people up and say, hey, we're the only people you need to call, we're the only company you need to use. We handle everything, your ice machines, everything, cleaning your AC units, all of that. Commercial refrigeration. See, I told you all that stuff gets lumped in with HVAC. Even with it not being HVAC, it gets lumped in with HVAC. Ice machine cleaning is not HVAC, but that gets lumped in there with that. So don't go looking at these different places and then discount them because you don't see what you're looking for. Give them a call anyway. If they're dealing with something similar, what we deal with is such a minute part of the big picture. They often leave it out. Commercial appliance repair is an afterthought everywhere. People say, oh, union and all that. When we get a union, I can't even get an association going with you guys. I got 750 people subscribe to my channel. That doesn't even make a good association, much less get a union going together. Not even close. So when you go to these different conventions that are not dedicated to pizza, that are not dedicated to sandwiches, that are not dedicated to candy, popcorn, you end up with these conventions which have companies like this, like the AAFM, which will then send you out to do work on ice machines. They will send you out to do work on the dishwashers, that kind of thing. Hey, that is, I'm from Chicago, so I do know that is kind of a thing. I do know that's a kind of a thing. So it's funny. I'm never placed with repair videos. YouTube has me with the red pill. And so if you notice you're seeing the same people in the chat and stuff like that you see on other stuff, that's because YouTube has me in with you're only going to find my videos if you're watching relationship videos. So YouTube, I have this marked as an educational channel. I have this marked as a how-to channel, technical, and they still have me down as this. All right, let me see if I can go back to show you. Okay, good. So let's see here, ARC. So I know about ARC. So ARC facilities, this is another one. This is nationwide. Detroit. It's funny. It's funny to say that women in Detroit, which is true. But there's Detroit Lions right there. There's Ford right there. And Michigan. That's fun. But maybe because he said something about Detroit, I automatically went over to ARC. But ARC is nationwide. And this is a snapshot at what you will see. Everything is done using apps now. So you're going to using the GPS on your phone. It's going to geolocate your information, is going to put it in here into the app. So that's when your on-time labor rate starts. The travel time going there from the minute you hit the button on the app, it's going to record the drive time. So people can't play with those numbers with, oh, it took me an hour to drive there and it only took you 30 minutes. So all this is done through the app. All the stuff that you're doing when you're on the job is done through the app. You don't even have to call anymore to let them know. It's all this stuff is done through the app. They're and this kind of stuff that they're doing. Oh yeah, they're using the QR codes at the locations. Everything is already marked. Like I said before, these places have a sales team. The sales team actually has to go out and inventory all the equipment, and they put QR codes on all the pieces of equipment. Then in turn, you have to go out there and um, hit that QR code with your phone, and then it will come up in this way that the just like Brother Frank was saying, hey, maybe they should go ahead and replace it. They get a profit and loss um, report on each and every piece of equipment in real time. So they know exactly how many times someone has been to that one particular piece of equipment, who the company was that actually went to the repair, what time. It gives you everything, and you actually will have access to that as well. What was done, pictures of the job that was done, all that good stuff. That is where we are now. These are the companies that are out here. These are the ones that have these accounts. If you go to the events I'm telling you about, you will actually get a face-to-face audience with these people. So, like I said before, these are your schools, your higher education, state and local government. So your police stations. Police stations are actually a big one. Sports facilities and stadiums. You see me work in these places. They have a lot of ice machines. Every one of those food vending stations has an ice machine. Every single one of them must be cleaned. Who has these accounts? These guys have these accounts. ARC facilities, they have these accounts. How do you get a hold of these people? Through events like NFMT in Baltimore. They do it once a year. How do you get a hold of them? You get a hold of them through Rhythma, right? You get a hold of them. Where the hell did Rhythma go? You get a hold of them through Rhythma. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. If you don't want to go to Baltimore, no big deal. If you don't want to go to Vegas, no big deal. Just go to the other ones. But Rhythma, if you're only going to go to one, Rhythma. And like I said, Rhythma is going to be in Vegas this year. And you will see a lot of the same names. Roto-Rooter goes, look at that. Smart Care is going to be there. Tech 24. Oh, let's see here. Unlimited Service Crew. Why did that look like Part Sound? Oh, All Points is going to be there. Tundra is All Points. What the hell is this? Oh, there's Vixo. There's Vixo. All right. So you guys wanted to get a hold of Vixo. So here's Vixo. Here is Vixo. So if you go to the Vegas show, you're actually going to get a face-to-face audience with Vixo. Are you still here? Hey, Brother Kevin Tate, are you still here? Now, Vixo is extremely hard to get a hold of because they are using the Philippines and everything else like that. So this is Vixo. Vixo is the one that's trying to get you guys. They're another one that's trying to get you guys to do work on the Starbucks espresso machines. They're the ones. Well, everybody's offering free training on that because that's a Starbucks thing. But here it is. Join our network. But if you guys are constantly putting in with these companies like Vixo and you're not getting a response back, this is where you can go and actually grab them by the collar and say, hey, you guys never called me. You can get them to do everything for you right then and there. Go through the system, make sure you're set up, see where the problem is, see what they're missing on Vixo's end to get you running, to get you working. So I wasn't too sure about Vixo, but Learn to Trade, Kevin Tate, he swears by it. He says that they are they've been around and they're a legitimate company. So he's vouched for them. I see their stuff on equipment. I actually have some equipment in my home that has Vixo's tag on it, and that stuff is in good shape. So they're actually, you know, they're having people run calls. I haven't heard of anyone not get paid from Vixo. Put a 1 in the chat if you've done any work for Vixo. Put a 1 in the chat if you have done any work for Vixo. And we're at 1 hour and 30 minutes. This is the last show of 2024. I want to thank you all for all the support you've given me throughout the year. It keeps me going with doing this despite what YouTube got going on. Tiger Air Texas, what's up? Yo, what's up, man? It's my brother from another mother out there on IG over there in on the East Coast. Now, 24-hour coverage. So they're doing they're doing a lot of different places. If you have not gotten through to them, see all this boasting that they do. Damn it. Sorry about that. It moved me over to 150,000 service technicians. Really? So I guess that means worldwide. So how you can get a hold of these people, how you can get them to set you up on the spot, bring all your information with you so you can get all your information is your insurance. Make sure you know how to log on to your app for your insurance so that you can actually do a COI right then and there for whoever needs it. You can add them as additionally insured on your insurance with no cost to you. Do it right from the app, add them on there, send it on over. Even if you have to bump up your the financials, if you have to bump up your coverage, you can still have them added as additionally insured, and then let your insurance provider excuse me, make the adjustments the following day. Or if you're doing it during the day, you can actually call them up, have them do it on the spot, get set up in person right then and there. Leave one of these conventions with at least 4 or 5 different accounts. I want to stress this, and I need you guys to hear me. I don't want to mess this up. Which one is this? Do not be afraid of having too much work. There's nothing wrong with telling these people, let them know what calls you got going on, because I just let them know what calls I got. I say, hey, man, I got this golden chick thing going on. I got that. And once they know what you got going on, they will be able to handle it appropriately. So you just be just provide transparency. Let them know what you got going on. They will work with you. There's a work shortage. There's a technician shortage. They're hearing the same thing from Tech24. They're hearing the same thing from General Parts. They're hearing the same thing from Smart Care. So you're not telling them anything unusual. They already know. So sign up with as many different accounts as you can. If you do need to add another person, go ahead and rent a van, stick their ass in it. It'll be, $500-600 for the month. If you go through Hertz or Enterprise in the month of January, in the month of February. Why? Because And this is if you book it for the month, because there's no moving around houses or apartments, and the Christmas season is done. Once all the returns have been shipped all over the world, so like maybe by the end of the first week of January, boom, I've already seen lots at Hertz that were full of vans. So if you're going to bring somebody on, try them out. This is the time of the year. Stick their ass in a van and make it do what it do. Anything you guys want to know before I shut this thing down? Because we're already well over the hour mark. Well over the hour mark. So anything else you guys want me to tackle? Win situation, what's the word? Nothing. All right, cool. Well, I'll see you guys at the start of the new year. We're going to tackle the Hoshizaki training classes, Manitowoc training classes, Scotsman. And once again, don't forget XLT. That's going to be on you. Whenever you have time, you got to go out there to Kansas, and then they'll get you all set up with XLT. And with that, I'll see you guys next year.
We are same, but different.
But